Hey everyone. Hope you've all been having a great day. It's almost the weekend. It's been a rough week for me, so I hope you guys are looking forward to the weekend as much as I am. But today is gonna be a pretty fun stream for multiple reasons. One, I it's been very hard, but I have not read the patch notes that came out today. Earlier in the week, I posted some links on the Discord, or I'm sure you guys saw them on Reddit. But they hyped up this patch a lot. They basically said they recognize the fact that the power creep has got a bit out of control lately, which I agree. And that typically, when rotation happens, the power level drops as a result. But this meta after the rotation has been just as strong as the meta before it, if not worse. So the game, like they needed to get ahead of it, right? The game was not heading in a good direction, especially considering the power level is so high at this point, and we have 2 more expansions this year still to come. So the forum post they made the other day talking about this gave me like high hopes that they recognize these issues and we're looking to address them. So I haven't read the patch notes yet. I've seen them posted on Reddit, on the Discord. Every time I see like any picture pop up on Reddit or any kind of thing pop up on Reddit, I just kept scrolling. I wanted to stay a patch notes virgin for you guys. So I will be going over those today. Apparently there's like 30 changes and some other stuff we'll have to see. Yeah, super excited. That was a good way to paint the framework for this patch. Yeah, I'm hoping they pulled through because, like I said, when I read that post, it was a lot of sentiment that I've been feeling, and I feel like the community at large has been feeling. So it felt good that they acknowledged and recognized that and are hopefully making, an effort to change that. So that'll be the first part of the stream. Second part is I will be playing with you guys. So for those that haven't seen or, maybe aren't part of the Discord just yet, basically we will be playing with this restriction I came up with where you can only go face if your opponent's board is empty. So basically you're forced to trade, right? And I posted this last week and gave you guys a week to kind of come up with deck ideas and strategies where doesn't matter if it's standard or wild. I made a couple decks for standard and a couple decks for wild. So if you want to play with me using this restriction, go ahead and join the Discord. I'll post a link again just in case. Because I found out once again that the invite link to my Discord broke, but I figured out why that is. So it should be good now, but let me post it again. If you guys want to play, like I said, join up there. Even if you don't have any decks made, you can, if you challenge a friend, you can actually borrow one of their decks. So yeah, if you don't have any decks made, totally fine. You can just play one of my decks. And like I said, whether you're on NA or Europe, it's fine. Either I'm on North America, but if you're on Europe, either I can come to you or you can come to me. Once again, you can borrow decks from the other person, so your collection doesn't matter. And yeah, so don't be afraid to join. So let me get the link here. But yeah, you got multiple people have mentioned to me already that the patch notes were very good, so I'm excited to read them. All right, so there's the Discord link. Go ahead and join. Like I said, we'll be covering the patch notes first, but once that's done, we'll switch over to playing with that restriction I mentioned. But first, hopefully this works. I made this yesterday. Yep. So I still plan on I'm not going to do a tier list today, but I plan on doing more in the future, and I wanted to make them a little more organized. So I made this little layout here where whether I'm doing a tier list or if I'm reviewing patch notes or whatnot, also looks like the chat is working too. So yeah, add a little bit of a professionalism here. So yeah, I'll be going over the patch notes. Like I said, haven't seen them, totally new. And yeah, we'll see. Then we'll move over into playing with you guys. But I'm doing pretty well, Lavender. How about you? Out of curiosity, has anyone else not seen the patch notes yet? Oh, I'm glad to hear, Winter. You're eagerly waiting to try out my funny new deck. I'll be honest. Yeah, the decks I made, I tried to make them more fun than competitive. I didn't want to just like blow anyone out, right? I wanted to have fun. Obviously, they have some win conditions, but they were more so aimed at trying to like abuse the fact that you have to attack into the other person, right? So yeah, I got. I guess I could show it really quick. So yeah, it was funny. You know, when you first log into the game after the patch notes come out, I had to open the game to tweak some stuff, and I literally like covered my eyes except for the bottom of my screen, and I hit the OK button, so I didn't see any of the challenges or the changes that popped up. But I made a priest deck and a druid deck for standard, and then I made a warrior and warlock deck for wild. So, like I said, even if you guys don't have any cards or didn't come up with a deck, we can still go ahead and play. You can just borrow one of my decks. But yeah, let's get over to the patch notes finally, which I've been very excited for. Winter, I'm not giving you any information about my deck. You have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm not telling you guys either. I thought about maybe giving a brief overview of the decks I made, but I'll let it be a surprise. Maybe when we're done, I'll go over them quickly, because they might not play out like I designed them. So if that's the case, I'll talk about them a bit. Lavender finally managed to get to Diamond 5 with Spell Hunter. I wasn't really nerved, so I may keep playing it. Wow, that's surprising to hear, because there was like, I think Spell Hunter is a good deck. I didn't think it was the best deck, but there was a couple really strong cards in that deck. But congrats. All right, so patch is a little different than usual. Right now, yeah, they talked about wanting to bring player agency back into the game, right? Because it's gotten to the point where there's decks that could just win on turn 3, 4, 5, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that is an annoying part of the current meta, right? There's not a whole lot of counterplay with some of these decks. Some of these decks just sit there and play solitaire until they win. But yeah, so glad to hear. Yeah, power levels beyond where they want for the current 4 set meta. OTK style, powerful AoEs. I'm just gonna skip over this part. I don't want to sit here reading forever. So let's just get into the changes. Reno right off the bat. Reno is getting upped by 1 mana. That's it. All the shadow in the Badlands, no duplicate cards are also getting further adjustment to their condition effect discussed below. Oh. If your deck started with no duplicates, empty the enemy board and limit it to 1 space for 1 turn. Oh. I'm so happy. I can close the patch notes and I'm done. Oh man. How many like weeks have I been saying that they should do that to this card? And I think that the mana increase to offset that, I think it's totally fine. So wow, that's great. It's still going to be a very strong card. Like still at 9 mana, it's if you're in a Highlander deck, obviously, it's still like the strongest board clear that's ever been in the game. So the mana increase, I think, is fine. It'll still be a very good card, but no more plagues. Oh, thank you, Blizzard. Yeah. Oh man. Brian, any idea what you might play after the nerfs? Dusted everything and ended up with over 10k dust. Yeah, I'm actually really curious how much dust I'm going to gain from this set, because I always tell people, don't disenchant extras unless you really need to, right? Wait for patches like this. Especially Blizzard's a lot more liberal with their balance patches nowadays. Years ago, they used to go months sometimes between balance patches. Now it's pretty consistently every like 3 weeks or so. So yeah, it's a lot more dust if you just hold on to your cards. But wow, what a banger right off the start. So yeah, I am so happy with this change already. Ziliax module, Stealth, Elusive, Poisonous, Reborn. It is losing the Elusive? No, the Stealth, which is fair, because that rogue deck was annoying, right? Where it would just, I lost against it on Monday, I think, at one point, where they just bide their time and it sits there and it's slowly getting bigger and bigger. There's nothing you can do about it. And if you do somehow have some kind of board clear to kill it, right, it has the Reborn. So I think that's fine. I think the only time the Stealth mattered was just like for that degenerate like play pattern, right? So I think that's fine. Gaslight Gatekeeper. Was Gaslight Gatekeeper really that much of a problem? Like, I know there was the Rogue deck that would cycle and play the Giants as well as that other card that spawned the like the 2/4 costs or whatever. They'll probably still be played. It just slows that deck down a bit, I guess. Dave, I'm kind of sad it's losing stealth, but the Rogue deck is so good. It'll probably still be good. It's just I guess so. From my understanding, the whole point of this patch is to give you the chance to actually interact with people, right? Give you the chance to actually interact with people's decks and win conditions. So with this change, yeah, the Rogue can still maybe play that card and still maybe kill you with it, but you actually have a chance to do something about it first, because it'll still have elusive. So you won't be able to just like spot remove it with some kind of removal spell, but you actually have some kind of counterplay, because that was always my big thing, right? Is I'm fine with like decks being strong against other decks, but there should be counterplay options, which it seems like they're trying to do with this patch, hopefully. Winter, it's probably getting nerfed so it doesn't become a problem with the new Giants and stuff. That is true. And especially, you know, like I said earlier, there's still 2 more expansions to come out this set, right? So I'm sure they want to kind of get ahead of some things before they become a problem, maybe. Brian, exactly. I was playing everything out of Shopper, Demon Hunter, and reached Diamond 5. The Spider Stealth Mech is still in the game. Yeah, I still think like this might be might not be a tier 1 deck, but it still might be a tier 2 deck for Rogue. But at least you can interact with it. Snake Oil 1 mana now. That's funny because the Snake Oil Salesman for most decks will still be just as good. Ooh, Wheel of Death. I don't want to see that yet. The Snake Oil Salesman for most decks will still be very good, because the only cards that the only decks that care about this mana cost is Nature Shaman and Sith Mage. Other than that, they only want this card to cycle, right? So this is a nerf to Nature Shaman and Sith Mage, but all the other decks that run Snake Oil Salesman for the cycle effect, they don't care. It doesn't make no difference for them. I think the Warlock spell is better, to be honest. Yeah, isn't you're talking Plot Twist, right? Isn't that only 2 mana, or is it 3? All right, before I read your comment, Dave, I'm going to see what the Wheel of Death changes. No text change, but the wheel count to the start of your turn instead of the other turns. Okay, so it's essentially giving them 1 more turn. Because I know people complained about this, that it says in 5 turns, but it's technically in 4 turns, because your first turn is the turn you play the Wheel of Death, right? So that's fine. I am glad they didn't nuke this card, because I've said time and time again, I love this effect, but I want to be able to play that card still, right? So it's going to be a little worse. Oh, especially you won't even be able to Reno with Wheel of Death anymore, unless you do like a Reno Wheel of Death deck, right? So that's like a double nerf to Wheel of Death, actually, which is fine. I think this is like a meme card to me. I don't think a card like this should be competitive, because I think for the general population, it feels bad to lose against it, and it should just be more of like a gimmicky deck. So the fact that this card was actually competitive was, 1, surprising. 2, I don't think is very healthy for the game. So as much as I love this card, I think it's a fine change. Hey, Stormy. How's it going? Just reading through the patch notes for the first time. I've been holding off waiting for this to read through it with you guys. But yeah, part of me is bummed obviously about this change, but I think it's fair. Forge of Wills from 3 mana to 4 mana. I think that's totally fine. Dropping Forge on 3 into you know, either the opposing Anubisath or what's the other one? The Imp, like the spell that summons the Imp. Like playing those on curve is backbreaking against some decks. This card is so strong in itself. So I think that's fine. And again, the whole point of this patch, from my understanding, is just tuning down the power level in general, right? So I have to keep that in mind. It looks like they're going to be hitting a lot of different classes. Dave, love the chat to the left. Yeah, I made this screen for either when I'm doing tier lists or doing stuff like this, right? Look a little bit more professional. Imprisoned Horror was a 5/5, now it's a 4/4. I know this deck, I haven't run into it too many times, but I know this deck has been kind of increasing in popularity. And the times I have played against it, it's been very explosive. Like it has some turns where it just drops vomit stats on the board. People in Wild played Wheel with Drakari Enchanter. Oh yeah, so it procs it twice. I never got around to trying that. Oh yeah, it won't work anymore though, right? Because it's not an end of turn effect. So that's a little too bad, because that was a cool interaction in Wild. Stormy, I couldn't wait, jumped on them immediately and started crafting. Yeah, it was so hard to avoid these patch notes until now. Every time I ever saw like a comment or a post online today, I'll just scroll past it and ignore it. Lavender, oh, sorry to hear. Lavender, you're not feeling well. Hope you feel better. You can catch the rerun when you're feeling better. Time Winder Zarimi from 5 to 8 dragons. I think that's fair, because this is essentially turning it from like a mid-game win condition to a late-game win condition. Because it really isn't hard to hit 5 dragons, right? Especially when they would play the 1-drop, sometimes copy it, and like, you know, literally they could on curve play this card and have the extra turn. So it's just too fast. So again, they're not butchering it, but they're slowing it down, which I think is good. Yeah, Dave, like you said, this was too easy to trigger before. So again, I've always said that I don't like when Blizzard just butchers decks and butchers classes. You know, I'd rather them tune things down. So like this, I think, at least for now, we'll have to wait and see how things turn out, but at least for now, I think it's fine that this still exists, this effect still exists, but they shouldn't be winning with this effect on turn 5. So delaying it a little bit, I think is fine. Threads of Despair from 1 mana to 2 mana. Wow. Was this card, like, a problem at all? I feel like I've seen this card played, like, 3 times since the expansion came out. It's a cool card, don't get me wrong, and maybe in hindsight, like, it is cheap at 1 mana, but was it really a problem? Maybe they're worried about it becoming a problem. Kind of like, I think you mentioned earlier, Winter, with, like, the Gaslight Gatekeeper change, that they're maybe just trying to get ahead of cards that could become a problem. Also, Winter, I'm going to predict it now. Zarimi is going to get nerfed again. I wouldn't be surprised. Extra turn effects in all card games have always been strong. So who knows? This might still not be weak enough. But I'm glad they didn't at least destroy the spirit of the card. Yeah, Threads of Despair. Byron, it's a great board clear at the 4 mana, summon 4 gnomes. Yeah, for sure. I've played Threads of Despair a handful of times, and it's always surprised me how strong it's been. So yeah, maybe in hindsight, it is a little cheap at 1 mana. Yeah. Thank God. I hate this card. It's now 4 mana, and they bumped up the stats +1/+1. Which is good. Slows the combos down with this card by 1. Because, yeah, this has some brutal... Like, it's crazy... you know, for 6, 7, or 8, depending on the combo, mana, this could just clear like any board. I'm happy with that. Sanitize, going up to 6 mana, and then if you forge it, you gain 4 armor instead of 3. That's fine. Again, I don't want them to butcher these cards, just tone them down a bit, keep like the essence of the card. Was a Trial by Fire originally 7 mana? Am I remembering wrong? Nope, not a movie. No, I think I'm thinking of the what are those called? The Rifts, because the Rifts, they all reduced by mana at some point. That's probably what I'm getting mixed up with. Also, Winter, I'm not saying next month, but like in a year or something. It's true. It's staying in standard for another 2 years, essentially. It could get broken again, which happens. To imagine Sanitize was 4 mana at some point. Was Sanitize 4 mana originally? It is funny. It's kind of funny. An idea I have for a video right now is to go over the most nerfed cards in Hearthstone's history, like the cards that got nerfed multiple times. So yeah, the fact that Sanitize got hit twice now, that's funny. Also, yeah, Threads of Despair. Getting Threads of Despair on a poisonous minion, that was a pretty cool effect, which I guess also comboed with the Brian Walker. Byron sanitizes the new Unleash the Hounds in terms of nerves. Yeah. But yeah, Trial at 7 is a lot. This is a tough one because I feel like at 6, it's strong, but not like insane. But I almost feel like 7's a little too much. I guess time will tell. Boom Boss. Oh, good. What I hate this card lately. What are they changing? Oh, it goes into your opponent's deck now? And they can't blow up themselves. That is an interesting change. Because depending on what you're playing, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. Like, if you're playing a slower deck that's not drawing as much, or maybe even has a way to supplement the deck, like say you're playing some kind of druid deck with like Aviana, right? Like shuffling legendaries and stuff into your deck. This is a good change. Obviously, warriors would just draw through their deck and play this. Or, they would play it and then the Gaslight Gatekeeper. So less combo potential with this, and then yeah, depending on the deck, I think this could be a good thing or a bad thing. Because if you are a deck, right, that's just churning through your deck, this is a bad thing for you. So it depends. I think overall this is a nerf, but it can be it could be a buff in some circumstances. And Stormy, yeah, they're trying to reduce the efficiency of board clears to make minion-based combat matter more, which I'm happy for. I think this game shines with like board-based metas, so I'm glad to hear that. Flash of Lightning from 2 to 3. I think it's fair. Like you play one card the next, like this was played in like every Shaman deck I would ever see, because you play one discounted card the next turn and it paid for itself, right? Let alone playing 2, 3, 4, 5 cards the next turn. So I think this is still a good card. It still enables combos. Crash of Thunder up by 1. Again, that's fine. I could almost even see it being higher than that still. But I guess time will tell, right? Oh, so this is, it's funny. I forget who mentioned Hunter earlier, but I was saying how Hunter has a couple really strong cards. And this was one. I literally predicted this nerf too. I always said that they were either going to drop the durability by 1 or increase the mana cost by 1, because it is like in a vacuum, it's such a strong card. It's so much damage for 2 mana. It's actually crazy. So I am not surprised by this nerf at all. I saw this nerf like the first week of the expansion. Open the way gate. Wow, I did not expect this change. This is another one that ever since I always forget the card's name, Zerimi, came out, that I said that they should have taken the same approach with this card, because this card is just miserable to play against. I can't tell you how many times I play Wild and I see a mage play this quest and I concede, or I want to concede, because like sure you can beat it, but it's tough. Especially if they draw really well. So this is a great change. This can still win the mage a game, right? They can still win the game with this, but they're not just going to lock you out of the game and guarantee the win. So this, I'm very surprised by this, because often it feels like Blizzard just forgets Wild exists. It almost seems like a buff though. Like, when will they ever get to use all 3 durabilities? That's true. Maybe it's just because I play slower decks that I, like I've had times where this card's killed me on like on the 3rd trigger. Oh, yeah. Floop's Glorious Gloop. Wow, a bunch of cards here. Did not expect to see changes. You know what's funny? I always talk about how I have a whole spreadsheet set up with ideas for decks to play on stream. And a deck I've been wanting to try at some point is this Druid deck right now that basically because of the recent patch that lets you go above 10 mana, it basically utilizes a combo to get up to like 50 mana, and then you basically kill the opponent. Let me see if the library's still broken. Yeah. There's that 0 mana druid spell that gives you attack equal to your mana or whatever. So there was a combo with the druid deck in Wild where you would build up a ton of mana, play that card, and then just like attack the opponent for like 100. So that's a little too bad because I wanted to play that deck at some point, but it looks like it's nerfed now. Yeah, refresh. Hey, I can disenchant that. 1600 dust. Actually, I didn't even pay attention to all this dust I'm going to get. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see once I get in game. But yeah, I'm a little surprised because maybe the deck was better than I thought, but it kind of seemed like a gimmick deck to me. I also don't think the jungle gym change is that big. When I played spell token, you don't use it 3 times usually. Yeah. Yeah, I agree that the jungle gym change isn't crazy. If they're winning, like, you know, on turn 4, 5, 6, it doesn't even matter. But hey, I'll take it. Byron, yeah, Forbidden Fruit. That was the card I was thinking of. Basically, there was a combo where you would... I always forget if it's Solar Eclipse or Lunar Eclipse that doubles the next spell. But basically, you would play the one that doubles the next spell. You would play... what's it called? Whatever it's Poison Seeds. You'd play Poison Seeds multiple times. It would keep clearing the board, and you would keep getting a bunch of mana. And you get up to like 50 to 100 mana. And then you would just one-shot the opponent with Forbidden Fruit. Yeah, Solar and the Poison Seeds, yeah. So it's too bad because I had that deck on my list. I wanted to play it at some point. Snowfall Graveyard. Is this even standard legal? Or is this a wild change? Your Death Rattle trigger twice, 5 mana now. I'm fine with that because, yeah, there's a couple Death Rattle rogue decks I've seen that have some pretty broken combos. Like, not just not just Mine Rogue. Mine Rogue is very strong, but there's another one going around right now with that mech that when it triggers, it gives like another mech +2/+2, and there's a combo to just like infinitely buff itself. So yeah, slows that down. Again, doesn't absolutely kill it, but slows it down. So the above cards plus Miracle Salesman Open the Waygate will be eligible for refunds. All right, so buffs now. Yeah, the frog thing. Yeah, I forget. I think it's like a 3 mana 2/2 Death Rattle mech that when it dies, it gives another mech +2/+2, but it can trigger like onto itself if you trigger the Death Rattle. So there's some combo where you can basically trigger it a bunch of times and it basically skips the opponent's turn because the animation is just going off like crazy. Mecha Leaper, yeah. And then yeah, Stormy Mine Rogue as well, which I've got blown up by Mine Rogue very, very early in some games. Buffs, okay. All Showdown in the Badlands, no duplicates cards. Kurtrus, race draws, blah blah blah. Okay, so they did the Reno change to all of them. So obviously this is the biggest to Reno, because he was the main one that was being run in non-Highlander decks. Kurtrus, some people, including me, were playing a version of Reno Demon Hunter, but you had 2 copies of the weapon and Window Shopper, so you couldn't do that anymore. Ray Straws, I actually have seen run in some Druid decks with duplicates, so that's good. Eldarin of the Lost, I don't even know what that is. Spirit, what are these other cards? Dr. Holiday, I don't think was ever run in a non-Highlander deck. Same with Bran. But overall, it's a good change. Screw you, Plagues. I'm so happy for this change. Literally, this is like the highlight of the whole patch to me. Someone on Discord earlier said that, Lavender said, I'm going to be pretty happy for a small text line change. I'm assuming they meant this. Manufacturing error from 6 to 5. Honestly, this isn't enough. The problem with this card isn't the mana cost, it's the fact that it draws 3. When I was playing Spell Mage, maybe it's just the way I built the deck, but my hand was always so full I could just never play this card because I couldn't afford to draw 3 cards. So even at 5 mana, I still wouldn't play it. But who knows? I did say during that stream that maybe during the mini set they'll release some more support for Spell Mage, because funny, I actually released a YouTube video yesterday about it and how the deck sucks. But the deck just doesn't have a win condition. You're dropping minions from your deck and the payoff just isn't good enough. And I'm pretty sure I actually dropped this card from my deck over the course of the stream because it was just too much card draw. Winter, you suppose ETC will spike in popularity in wild Highlander decks? For what reason exactly? No. I Winter, the 8 mana spell, the Yawgna box was actually great. I loved playing that card every single time. But like I said, the Yawgna box is the only good card for omitting minions in your deck, and it's not going to win you the game, right? It's just, it doesn't outweigh the loss of not having minions, but it is a good card. It is a fun card. Oh, I see what you mean. So people are going to have Highlander decks and then have ETC and then put the cards that they want duplicates of. Oh yeah, that's true for sure. Sunset Volley. Wow, I didn't expect this either. I'm actually bummed about this because I like Tendril decks. Also, there's only one 10 mana spell now, so it's just a Warlock spell. That's annoying. Sunset Volley down from 10 to 9. So this is obviously because of Tendrils, not because Mage was even playing it. It's just that I'm a little bummed. I thought the Tendril decks were fun. It was like a fun gimmick. But this is also makes sense because a Highlander Warrior is going to be a lot more consistent now, right? Because previously there was a huge amount of Plague Death Knights running around. They shut down Bran and the deck just couldn't function. So I think this made sense. Because with you being able to guarantee Bran's battle cry working, the Tendril Warrior actually might have been too strong, I think. This guy, I forgot this card existed. Draw an elemental, split it into 2 halves, down by 1 mana. Okay. Woodland Wonders, used to summon 2 1/5s, now it summons 2 2/5s. Okay, I'm still not sure if spell damage druid will be a thing, but hey, I like buffs. Zoc. Wasn't Zoc originally 6? Like, I'm pretty sure Zoc got some nerfs like a year ago when Hero Power Druid was popular at one point. Maybe it wasn't his mana cost, maybe it's something else they nerfed, but I'm pretty sure he was nerfed at some point. Well, you still have to draw Bran, which could be proved to be very problematic. That's true. Let's look it up. I'm curious now. Because unless I'm remembering wrong, he was... No, he wasn't. Am I crazy? I remember Hero Power Druid got some nerfs in the past. I thought Zoc got some of them, but I guess not. Chia Drake, +1/+1 of the stats, which is good. I thought this was already a pretty good card, so bumping up the stats is nice. Hagatha dropping down by 1. That's actually really smart and nice because then you can now curve into Hagatha into one of the cards you draw. So that's a cool change. Hey Aaron, happy bad day for Death Knight Plague to everyone who's celebrating. I'm celebrating. I can't tell you how happy I am. How happy I am about the Reno nerf, or the Reno buff, I should say. Sorry. Golden Hagatha owner. No, you should be happy, Byron. That's great. Disenchant it, craft it again, and you get a free legendary. Aftershocks. Oh, you know what's funny? This was actually the nerf I suggested originally. I said, because they buffed up the mana by 1, but then kept the discount. And I thought it'd be better, yeah, to keep the original mana cost, but drop the discount. So essentially it's the same, right? With the discount, it's 3 mana regardless, but this being 5 mana actually hurt some decks, like it hurt Hagatha, right? You know, I wanted to play a Hagatha deck, but then they nerfed Aftershocks, and you couldn't put it in Hagatha after that. So I like this change better. Yeah, because there was other like big shaman cards and stuff like that. So, and then Aftershocks ruined some of them. So this is good. Essentially, if you're discounting it, like I said, it's not changing anything. And yeah, Stormy, yeah, they changed it, yeah, for how I get this. That's good. I'm happy with that. Bot face from 3/9 to 4/12. I've never played this card yet. Might have to with the buff. It definitely seems like one of those fun cards, but not great cards. I guess it boils down to, right, how many miniaturized minions there is, and on average, like, how decent are they on average, right? Aaron, you like the new chat and cam positioning? Thanks. Yeah, I made this yesterday for if I'm doing like a tier list or if I'm doing stuff like this, just chatting with you guys. Looks a little bit more professional now. Tyrannosaurus. Oh. It's now a 7/7 rush and Death Rattle. Man, how, like, remember when Dr. Boom was like the shit? Dr. Boom was a 7-mana 7/7 that spawned the boom bots. Now we got 7-mana 7/7 rush, deal 7 damage to a random enemy. I think this will be a good card. I think the original one was like borderline good. So I think this will be good. And hey, it's not like a bursty, rushy hunter card, so I'm happy with that. Stormy, it just fills up your hand with too much stuff and makes you burn your cards. I played it during Tavern Brawl. Are you talking Hagatha? Yeah, Tyrannosaurus was always decent. Surprised to see it buffed. Yeah, me same. Like I said, I feel like this was already borderline good. I had seen this card played a few times, and yep, I thought it was a fine card. And that's a decent buff, right? 1 more health, 2 more damage. So yeah. Shoplifter Goldbeard, dropped by 1 mana. Hey, I forget who. I'm so sorry I forget who, but someone has been asking me to play a Goldbeard deck in Wild. Hey, we're it's everything's looking up for us there. Oh, Stormy talking about bot face. Yeah, that is true, right? Say you're playing, obviously you're playing a slower warrior deck if you're playing this like 9 mana card. And yeah, usually your hand's pretty full, so who knows how much you can even fit. Unless you run some kind of like tempo mech warrior deck, and this is like your high end. But other than that, yeah, your hand might just be too full. But I'll have to try it at some point. But yeah, Goldbeard buff. Like I said, someone has been wanting me to play this Goldbeard deck that involves, I think, getting a big weapon and then spawning Bloodsail Corsairs with a shit ton of attack, like Goldbeard then copies. Crystal Cove. This needed a buff because this card was trash. And it's funny, they buffed it to how the quest originally was. I just don't think it'll be played. I don't know. Maybe in some kind of like low-end pirate deck to buff up pirates. I guess if you play Goldbeard and then you trigger this and play like a little shitter, it'll make a 5/5 and attack it. Yeah. Winter, you should probably be summoning bot face with the 5-mana spell that deals 5 damage. Oh, yeah, and summons it. That's true, too. Yeah, I'll have to look into playing bot face at some point. Crane game. Old 9, new 8. Okay. This is good for tendrils, I guess, right? Better chance of hitting the mage spell on 9. It also, like, dilutes the 8-mana pool, I guess. But I never saw this card being played. And I don't know if it will be played for 8. But hey, like I said, buffs are good. Fly off the shelves. I feel like I already saw this card be played. And I got hit by it a couple times. It did quite a bit of damage. Yeah. Potentially a lot of damage for 3 mana. Supercraft Angel. Yeah, this archetype never really took off. They did the archetype for Priestess expansion of like using their hero power, right? I've never really seen it get any use. It's a little buff there. Treasure Distributor. Old. After you summon a pirate, give it +1 attack. Now it's after you summon a pirate, give it and this minion +1 attack. Okay, that's really strong. That's like a pirate tunnel trog now. Huh. Maybe you see some kind of pirate rogue deck. Oh, I forgot that they teased this too. that they've buffed all the Whizbang decks, which I cannot believe. When I played Whizbang, I said how I wished they would buff some of the decks because a lot of the decks are just trash. There was a couple decks that by the end of my stream, I would just concede if I got them because they were so bad. It was just a waste of my time and it wasn't fun. But I never expected this. I hoped they would do something like this, but I never expected this. I'm so surprised. So yeah, because the Demon Hunter one was good, Warlock one was good, and the Mage one was good. And they buffed all the rest. So that's cool. I wish they would have went into a little bit of detail as to what they did. Byron, Pirates and Standard, Pirates and Wilds. Stormy, I saw a lot of people trying to out Pirate Rogue earlier, and it seems like it has potential. And yeah, Fly Off the Shelves with just 2 dragons is 3 damage to all minions for 3, which is already good. Yeah, as you said. Byron, Hunter Whizbang deck is utter garbage. You talking since the buff? I actually, funny enough, during my stream, I think there was 2 decks I never got to play, and one of them was the Hunter deck, which is it's 15 legendaries with 2 copies of each. So are you saying that the new version is garbage or the old version? Battlegrounds updates. I don't care. What else we got here? Wow, lots of changes though. Anything important here? Battlegrounds, battlegrounds, battlegrounds. Nope. All right. Wow. This alone, the patch notes could have stopped right here, and I would have been a very happy man. So I think the mana trade-off, like I said, is perfectly fine. It's still an insane card for 9 mana, and now you have to run a Highlander deck, which is how it should be. So that's good. Wheel of Death change. It's like, I get it. I think it's fine. Forge of Wills. Yep, same. Zarimi's good. Yeah, this was essentially used as a board clear, right? So it's like a board clear nerf for Death Knight. Sanitize. Yep. Boom Boss. Thank God. Although, like I said, depending what you're playing, it could be a bit of a buff, actually. Flash of Lightning and Crash. Fine. Time Warp. Time Warp caught me so off guard. I did not expect that at all, but it's good. Gloop sucks, considering I wanted to play that deck. Yeah. This buff does nothing. This buff does nothing. It just hurts 10. Like I like how they play this off as a buff, but it's literally just to nerf tendrils. I don't think this will do anything. I don't think it'll do anything. Zoc, maybe, because Hero Power Druid is actually a thing lately. Could run Zoc. Because Zoc used to be played with Hero Power Druid, but it just wasn't good enough lately. Geodrake will be played. Hagatha I can see some experimenting with. Tyrannosaurus I think will be very good. Goldbeard and Pirates will probably be good. And yeah, maybe Whizbang will like actually be able to like pull some weight. Because it was at the point where I only felt comfortable playing Whizbang when the ladder reset. Like if I just took it into Diamond, I'm just gonna lose every single game. Especially with a lot of the decks. So yeah, that's cool. That was worth the wait. I'm so happy Plagues can't torture me when I want to play Reno decks anymore. All right. Let's see how much dust I get. Stormy, I don't know if the buffed versions have been posted anywhere yet. I'm assuming they didn't change like any of like the special modifiers. Actually, I don't have to make the deck to check, but no. Like I'm assuming none of these changed, right? Just the cards themselves changed. Yeah, like see the Hunter deck is still the same. Yeah, see the hero and what was the other one called? The evil deck. Like the evil deck and the hero deck, they needed a lot of work. So I'm hoping they made some good changes there. Am I remembering wrong, or didn't this used to have 7 copies of Astral Automaton? I might be remembering wrong. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll be doing a stream with this again soon. Winter the Poison guy was used as a board clear, sure. You're not wrong. But additional problem is you pretty much had to deal with it. Yeah, that's true. If it just sat on the board, they just got so much value off their hero power. Okay, it was 7 or 8. Yeah, I didn't think it was 9. But yeah, so basically, if anyone wants to play, I'll bring it up here again. Basically, we're going to be playing with this value town restriction that I came up with, where basically you can only attack your opponent if they have no minions on the board. So it's basically forcing us to trade. So I have made 2 standard decks, 2 wild decks, Priest and Druid for standard, Warrior and Warlock for wild. So yeah, how it works. So for example, Winter, you're on Europe. So what we can do is I can come to the European server and I can just play your deck. Or you can come to North America and play one of my decks. Because when you challenge a friend, you can borrow, like you can play one of their decks. And yeah, Stormy, you're saying it's not optimized. For what it's worth, I tried to make these decks more like fun. Like there were some cards that would have been very, very good in these decks. And I tried to omit some or all of them. I didn't want to just like go too sweaty with it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and post the Discord again. But if anyone wants to play and you haven't already, go ahead, join the Discord. I got my BattleNet name in there, so you guys can go ahead and add me. But yeah, we can play standard, we can play wild. I have decks for both. If you're on North America, or sorry, if you're in Europe, either I can come to you and play one of your decks, or you can come to me and play one of mine. So here, I'll switch over to Europe, Winter, and we can start off with you. Man, cool patch though. I feel like it's gonna take me a day to really like absorb all the changes. But the Reno change alone, it made it all worth it. Stormy, I'm gonna play with Winter over on Twitch, and then you'll be next. I'm just switching over to the European server right now. I think you're in North America, if I remember right, Stormy, right? Winter, how many games do I get? I will say it probably depends on how long the game is. If it's short, we'll probably play, 2 maybe. But if it's a longer one, we'll play 1. But we can loop back around, right? We'll give some other people a chance, and then we can restart the queue.
The tavern's always open.
Byron, you'll be off to bed soon, probably. It's almost 2 a.m. here. Well, hope you enjoyed the patch note review, at least. Hope you enjoyed the patch notes as much as I did, because, wow. I forgot to check, actually, how much dust I was getting out of it. Yeah, see, when I started the game previously, I was literally, like, covering my face so I could only see the OK button. I tried so hard to avoid all the information from the patch. All right, if you want to go ahead, send me an invite whenever you're ready. Isn't it bad that like these rewards, I feel like were better than like the 10th anniversary rewards? Didn't it give us like 1 or 2 packs and then like all the golden gift cards? I still can't believe how much they like fumbled all the 10th anniversary stuff. Nope. It's not letting me invite you for some reason, Winter, so you can just invite me whenever you have the chance. Also, yeah, you've got 4 decks, one of which is kind of troll and or not real. All right, well, let me know what deck you're picking, I guess, so I'll pick a different one. We can see a bit of a variety. Any new bundles or anything in the shop? Oh, I guess my bundles are kind of going to be warped here. Oh, you've invited me twice? Weird, I haven't got anything. I'm on Europe, right? Yeah, I don't have this much gold in North America. Here, let me quit. I'll launch it again. That's weird, though. But yeah, I have a bunch of ideas for... I've talked about during some previous streams, but I have a bunch of ideas for some of these like gameplay restrictions and stuff you can play with. Stuff you can't do on ladder, right?
Busy night, but there's always room for.
All right, let's see if it works this time. I don't know what was going on there. Oh, there we go. Oh. It says you have to return to the main menu, but I'm guessing you can invite me because I had the chance to invite you. Actually, I'm not going to click anything because I don't want to screw things up again. Also, does Value Town apply to just minions or to spells too? No, it doesn't apply to spells. Just minions. So you can still target the opponent's face. Or I guess it applies to minions and like you. It's like, you know. So you can still target the opponent with spells if they have minions on the board. It's just your minions and yourself. You can't attack the opponent if they have minions on board. Guessing you're restarting the game, Winter. Okay. It gave me the option to invite you this time, but then it said something about you not being at the main menu. Wow, I'm still like riding the high of those patch notes, man. I just keep thinking about that Reno change, and I can't wait to like play different Reno decks now. I guess I can't complain about plagues now, right? Because that was the main thing I complained about, was every time I wanted to play a Reno deck, it would just run into Plague Death Knight after Plague Death Knight. Stormy, okay, I promise I won't bring Nature Shaman. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the decks I made. I want it to kind of be a surprise, but one of my decks, I guess I could spoil it because it's probably obvious. The Warrior deck is almost entirely minions, but all the rest are kind of a mix of minions and spells. Oh, did we get it? Is this what happened when you tried to invite me? Weird. Yeah, sorry, if you play Taunt Warrior, it's just business as usual. That's true. But I included some spicy minions in there too, though. I can't even click or do anything. Let me queue up for a game and just concede, just to see if something's going on there. All right, here. Let me switch back to North America. We'll try playing Stormy and see how it goes. When I switch back to the European account, like I said, I'll queue up for a game and just concede and make sure nothing's messed up there. But yeah, so funny enough too, there was actually, because I was looking through all the cards and trying to look for some cool cards that would synergize with this rule. And I did come across some really juicy ones that I didn't have crafted, unfortunately. And lucky for you guys, I'm dust 4 right now. So yeah, didn't get to make all the decks I wanted. Hey, legend rank 965. Good job, Stormy. Also, are we playing standard or wild? I have decks for both. I can't remember if you said you made decks for both or not. No, you didn't say. So yeah, it's up to you. All right, standard it is. I'll start with the Druid deck. Yeah, there was a couple really nasty combos I thought of, but it involved some legendaries I don't have. Although I think I'm gonna be like dust rich after this balance patch. All right, Stormy's muting stream. No screen peeking. Yeah, I tried to do this challenge on ladder before, and it was just awful. there's a bunch of challenges I've tried to do before on ladder, and they just don't work. Ooh, this is one of the juicy ones that I almost didn't include this because I thought it might be too good. I feel like I have to keep it in my hands. But I guess Stormy has the stream muted, so I can go over this deck now. Basically, this is a Jade Display deck. I wanted to try and, because I've said before that... Oh, they're gonna know right away. I've said before that Jade Display sucks because it's just, like, big stats. You know, it gets to the point where you're top decking Jade idols, or sorry, Jade displays, and just playing big minions that just do nothing. So now I'm gonna summon bigger and bigger men that you have to attack into. And then yes, I got Fanboy. I thought that would trigger, like, it would solve the problem of the Jade displays having like nothing, right? Giving them either rush or lifesteal. Bottomless Choice chest to get some copies of them. Got some spells for some draw. Pendant of Earth. Oh yeah, I got the Sharp-Eyed Seeker to get more Jade displays. What else?
This'll be good.
Shattered Reflections for more Jade displays. Grey Burrow, because yeah, if you get some stuff on the board, it's very tough to deal with. Oh, I'm so stupid, I can't attack.
A wild miscalculation.
You have +3 health. I'm so stupid. Actually, I can message him in game too.
Let's see.
I'm so stupid, man. Literally first game.
This'll be good.
Maybe I can't challenge you because you haven't done all the tutorials in EU. No, I've definitely, my EU account is good to go. I've played a ton on that account. Let me write a note here. I don't forget. Oh! Yeah, never mind. I wasn't wrong. Yeah, never mind. I'm double stupid. You had no minions on board. I could have attacked. I feel like that those yeah, God, I'm stupid. I feel like those balance changes and those Reno changes made me lose my mind. I guess, yeah, it could be a little slow, right? Because he has to attack. Man. So I was fine. I think I'll clarify some rules after this too. Like, I didn't think about it till just now, but say you have like a stealth minion, I don't think that should count. Like, someone shouldn't be able to play a stealth minion and just lock the other person out of the game. So if there's nothing you can target on the board, I think it's the exact same as there not being any minions on the board. I wish I had the mini here, because spell damage plus spell damage on this swipe would be nice. Oh yeah, this just got buffed. I'll scrap the deck. Did you really put 23 stealth minions in one of your decks?
You're both #1 to me.
That's hilarious. Hey, it was a smart idea, but I feel like that shouldn't count. Oh man, that was a good card to have. Alright, please don't fireball me here. Winter, I don't like you changing the rules after the fact, bud. I gotta give myself an advantage, right? Oh, I just spilled on myself because I knew I was dead there.
Well played.
We're playing another redo. That was too quick. I'm doing same deck. I didn't get to pop off at all. Yeah, so I guess to clarify things for everyone, this only involves minions in your face, right? So you could, if they have minions on the board, you could still target them with spells. I think that should be fine. But yeah, if they have targetable minions on the board, so if stealth minions don't count, if they have targetable minions on the board, you have to trade with those before you can go face. It's nice having this. No minions in hand though. Probably have like Mortal Coil or something like that, right? I'll take the thing with more health. Hopefully sticks on the board. It's not, it's only one extra to armor and attack. I'd rather play a minion. Okay, I lied. It wasn't 23. It was 16. Hey, at least you're honest.
These are due back tomorrow. You're both #1 to me.
All right, made a little note on my desk. Remind myself that I have to trade so I don't forget. Because I almost screwed up last game.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Sure. Oh, there's the boy. I'm actually going to do that trade because I feel like the more minions, even though it's only 1 health, I feel like the more minions you have on board, probably the better. Ooh, I think I'll play Grey Burrow next turn though. All right, so the only annoying thing here, I'm not gonna trade. Oh, I forgot his taunt. Okay. If they have some way to kill these before they trade, that'll be annoying. No, from Watcher. Oh man, my Exodia combo is gone. Sure. I feel like I have to do that.
You're both number 1 to me.
Yeah, I have to give you credit, Winter. The stealth was a good idea. I don't know if I put like many AoEs in my decks or if I would have been able to deal with it. Let's do this first.
Inside voices, please.
What wins? 16 stealth minions or 16 AoEs?
Candle much lighter.
I wish Mountain Giant was better. Like, I wish Handlock was actually something. Kind of nice they have to trade into the 1/1.
These are due back tomorrow.
That'll be next turn. Wish I'd spell damage. Actually, I think I'll wait for the Jade to shuffle in and then play this, this, and this next turn. Can't attack their face. Okay, okay. I want to play Excavate Warlock again with that card. Now you're playing the Jade displays, okay.
It's only good for smashing.
Alright, so swipe the Mountain Giants. Wrath that guy, maybe? I could play this, then play the Jade. Or I just draw the Jade. I still have 1 more in my deck, though. Alright, I just have to keep summoning bigger and bigger men, guys.
The whispers. I can't resist.
You know, in hindsight, I'm almost surprised Fanatum didn't get a hit in the balance patch. Like, although Wheel of Death did get hit in multiple ways, right? Wheel of Death essentially takes 1 extra turn now, and the change to Reno, Wheel Lock actually can't run Reno. Maybe I shouldn't have put these in the deck because I don't have any like attack buffing, but Druid doesn't have a whole lot of draw right now, surprisingly. Like, they lost Nourish.
Now how about
I don't have any forge things. Alright, can I heal for 1, please? That is nice, though. 4 mana, 6/8 taunt. I think I have to do it. I kind of want to hold this until I have spell damage.
time goes short?
What do I have for spell damage still? The location? And the Chia Drake. Oh man. Alright, I just have to keep playing bigger and bigger dudes. That's all I need. What are you targeting? Hey, that says start with duplicates now, right? Joke's on you. Sure. I guess, hey, this draw's gonna come in handy now. Oh, maybe they started with no dupes. If they play that Ray Straza and it triggers, that'll be something. I forgot to grab the cleave. Man, is this like the first game where the cleave option's actually good? He did have duplicates. Alright, let's just keep dropping dudes. Oh, UNR is not what I want. Alright. Oh, they have the cleave though. Actually, oh, the cleave won't kill them now. They're at 6.
Job's done.
Still probably dead though, right? This here, this here, this here. 6. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow, I did not think this was a Reno deck. Oh, ha, the misplay. You forgot they got buffed. You fool.
That was wild.
Jade displays still get their time in the light. Wow. The fact that you got Ray Straza, were able to balance it, and your deck started off with no duplicates is crazy. Well, good games. Good game. All right. Let me switch back to Europe, see if it'll work. I'll make Jade displays work at some point. See, even this restriction is not good enough for Jade displays. Yeah, good game, Stormy. That was funny. I did not think that was a Reno deck. It's funny too because that change was just made today, right? All right, cross your fingers, Winter. Let's see if this works. Was that on purpose? It's funny, I saw the little cancel button pop up and I was like, oh, it's working. Oh, I got the quest for that juicy European XP. Actually, which deck are you going? I just want to make sure I pick a different one. Yeah, Stormy for sure. If no one else wants to play after this, yeah, we can loop back and try again. Oh, I do another friend request though. Oh, never mind. That's a message. You're going decent value. Is Value Town standard? Ah, screw it. I'll take it. Or is Value Town standard the stealth deck? Yeah, no, on the European server, I don't really have any cards. I mainly play like Arena on Europe. Oh, okay. So you play Value Town Standard, I play Decent Value? Excavator, Silly Wheel. I'll go Silly Wheel. Yeah, Stormy, seems like a stealth would be a loophole. Yeah, that's... I didn't think about it at the time, but yeah. If there's a stealth minion on the board, we're just going to treat it as not being there. So you can't just drop a stealth minion and lock your opponent out.
Gul'dan versus the Lich King.
Will serve me.
Yeah, like I said, on one hand, I'm surprised Loken didn't get a hit, but Wheellock did get multiple hits, I guess. Keep these to combo them. I think Harp is such a good card. I'm gonna be very sad when this rotates. Oh, I could have played the Harp. For some reason, I thought this was the deal 2 damage and draw guy. That's okay. I'm just maximizing Harp value.
The citadel stands strong.
Yeah. Get some stuff on the board. What are you planning here? What are you gonna give Reborn? Might coin out the Doomkin? We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens with the meta.
Break it, you buy it. Armor. Lightly used armor.
Because I can't remember the last patch where they made like so many changes, both positive and negative. I will say most of the buffs won't do too much, I don't think, but a lot of huge nerfs. Airghast, I feel like Dreadsteed can buy a lot of time if they don't have an AoE. Yeah, who would put Dreadsteed in their deck? I wonder. Although I will say, there's also that spell that it gives a minion +1/+1, and then when it dies, it spawns a Dreadsteed. I didn't have that card, surprisingly, and it's an epic, so I didn't craft it, unfortunately. But I have the OG Dreadsteed in my Warlock deck. Dreadsteed is like one of the first cards I thought of when I came up with this rule. Let's trade. Just chill. Stormy, good thing it's not old Dreadsteed. Yeah, I feel like I would feel bad putting old Dreadsteed in the deck. Because if you don't have a silence, you just lose the game.
Serve your king.
Sure. Guess a double trade. I'm so curious. He must have some kind of combo in mind here. He's giving something. He's gonna give something stupid Reborn. I'm curious what.
It's boogie time.
Oh yeah, this is a sticky ass minion. Let's draw some more.
Nice to meet you.
Actually, a little annoying. The sludge would target this. Actually, this minion is so sticky. It's a really good minion for this this rule. Your fell spells cost 2 less. Any other fell spells? I guess do it anyways, right? Clears the divine shield. Yeah, sure. I have to make sure when I kill this, I kill it twice. Oh, man. Okay, okay. So getting a sweet defile off would be nice. Be 1, 2. This is weird. It's 1. So clear, kill it. I don't have a 3 though, right? Because these will spawn with divine shield. Oh no, I have a 3 here. Let's just clear. My smooth brain can't figure this out. I'm gonna try it. Oh, I kind of really need to kill that. Because I don't want him giving it reborn again. So... do this. Whoa. Alright. Okay, that's pretty good too. Man, Defile is like one of the most satisfying cards in the game. Getting off like a good Defile feels great.
Rise and serve your king.
I feel like that's the first time I've seen that card since they added Elusive. Ooh. Yeah, I have to.
There is no escape.
This is actually really good because it's going to keep spawning things that he has to attack into. Also, the taunt is actually kind of pointless. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we don't really need the taunt because he has to attack them anyways. The only thing it would have done is the plus 2 health, I guess. Alright. Is there a wheel in this deck, or am I just not drawing it? This deck's name was Silly Wheel. Watch it just not have wheel. Just troll me. Oh, I always forget. It's funny. During my early versions of Wheel Warlock, I had this card, and I ended up dropping it because I forgot that when the harp absorbs damage, it doesn't upgrade it. And it was always super annoying how that worked. Alright, still no wheel. I swear, if he named this deck Silly Wheel and there's no Wheel of Death, that'd be funny. I'm not gonna lie, this is a card I have in one of my decks. Oh man.
Extraordinary.
Alright, let's start off with this, I guess. Actually, what do we do here? Do another mortal. Oh my god. Alright, hit these ones. Okay, that's gonna come in handy.
Planet to burn.
So are these still? They're not spawning anything because they were copies, right? I only have 5 cards left in my deck, so I don't think I'm gonna play that. Actually, it would buff these up, but yeah, I don't think I should do that. The fact that I'm getting 2 imps every turn is very nice. 1, 2.
Raise fell.
I want to save the Defile if possible. I don't want to draw here with only 5 cards left. I will have the 2 imps that he has to trade into.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, I'll just chill.
A new planet to burn.
Yeah, it's funny. This is one of the first cards that came to mind too when I was thinking of this challenge. I have these in my warrior deck. Along with another card in warrior that's very similar to this. Intent. Yeah, either Wheel is not in this deck or it's just at the bottom. Actually, we know Phenom is in the deck somewhere because we had him in our opening hand. So whenever we draw Phenom, that'll be nice.
Conquer in my name.
Holy shit.
Conquer in my name.
Wow. That was just one-shotting me. Hey, there's Wheel. That didn't go as planned. I kind of want to do this to rank up the spell stones and only do 1 damage. Yep.
A new planet to burn.
I think I want to get Phenom before I wheel. It's a little too bad I use both harps. I have healing here, and I am low on health. Oh, God. Oh, that's not the cards I want. And he got a nesting golem. I think you go there.
Raise
You go there.
raise fell.
I'll save this. Because he has to trade regardless.
A new planet to burn.
What kind of like one-sided board clear does he maybe have? 'Cause that would be rough. Yeah, I really want to wait until I have Phenom though. Oh god. Oh no. Am I dead? 10, 16. If I drop Leg, I'm dead. Why is it always Plagues? Okay. Get Phenom, destroy Plagues, please. Oh, I'll die to Fatigue still. Oh, I can get Phenom though, I just can't wheel. Alright, so on the bottom of my deck... Oh, it's a plague. All he has to do... he just has to pass, and I will draw the plague and die. Because if I wheel a death, I'm just dead too.
You are prepared for the wars to come.
Damn.
A new planet to burn.
Is he just gonna do it? He just passes and wins. Yeah, he I was hoping he wouldn't notice. I saw that targeting arrow for a split second and I had so much hope. What's the other one he mentioned? Excavate. I'll try that. Do 2. Why is it always plagues? Why is it always plagues that kill me?
Gul'dan versus Jaraxestein.
All right. Yeah, if anyone else wants to play with the Value Town rule I have,
Your soul shall
go ahead and join the
rise.
Discord. You guys can add me on there. I'll probably keep these 2, right? Yeah, we could play WoW, we could play Standard. If you're on Europe, I can go to Europe, or you can come to me and play my decks. So yeah, even if you don't have a deck, it still works. But I do want to try Excavate Warlock again with the endgame. What is this doing in the deck? To ramp into this? That's interesting inclusion. But hey, I won't question it. Backfire. Whoa. What was so good that you burned? What was so good that you burned Reno? I guess I'll play fracking too, right? So I'm either burning an excavate or a bounce, right? I feel like with endgame, I don't really have a shortage of excavates.
Want to hear my playlist?
I'm so curious what he took there to burn Reno, though. He's drawn pretty hard, though. Alright, what is this? If you've cast a spell while holding this, discover a card from your deck. So next turn, I could end game and then Zola it.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
No, kill it. I want to play endgame. I'll do this to trigger the Naga.
No wear and tear of any
Oh,
kind.
ETC is like a mystery to me. Draw a shadow spell. Wonder what other shadow spells are in it, or it's just a copy endgame. I'll take ETC. The mystery ETC. Mithril Rod. So I'm technically doing 2 less damage here, but I want to kill this as soon as possible. All right, let's see what's in ETC. All right, so this wasn't updated. This doesn't work anymore. My control tech actually could be good here. If you put something juicy on the board, I'm gonna take that. That's the fun pick. But yeah, buddy. Rito don't work no more. Nice clear. Yes, end game. All right, play you. Play you. Oh, what? I'm kind of stupid actually. Well, I should have saved that for the snake, right? Whatever. We'll win with some beatdowns. What if some combo? What if it's like some phylactery combo he's gonna pull off? So next turn, drill fist, tap into gem tosser. Man, he's drawing so much. 3 cards left, so whatever combo he's looking to pop off with. Oh, he's definitely doing some kind of phylactery combo. I'm so curious what it is. I think I'll still do the same original plan.
Target's only good for smashing.
Okay, is he gonna pop off? I don't want to kill him. I want to yet. I want to see what's the combo. What's he building up to here?
You here for the tour?
Is he gonna tap? Wow. Is whatever card he needs just like on the bottom of his deck? Because the only death rattle he's had die is the Mistress of Mixture, right? Are there any other death rattles that kills?
You wager your soul.
Okay.
With death.
Oh man. Oh, I saw lethal. It was a good idea though.
He's too full. Tiny stab.
That's a funny combo. Was your Frost Lich like on the bottom of your deck? Is that what happened? Good games. Yeah, Stormy, if you're still here, we could play some more too. Just give me a sec. Posting another reminder. Yeah, if anyone watching wants to go ahead and play, go ahead, join the Discord. I got my username posted there. Go ahead and add me. All right, I'll switch over to North America again. Oh, Airgast. Cool. Do I have you on? I do. Or no, wait, do I have you? Yep, you're on NA. Okay. Is it a standard or wild, Airgast? I have decks for both. Winter, yeah, was the 4th last card. And And it didn't help. Oh, okay. I was wondering if your combo pieces were buried at the bottom because you were drawing so hard, especially towards the end. That's too bad. That was a cool idea though. I think I've seen some Reddit posts before of people pulling off combos like that, like giving that card to your opponent. That's funny. Actually, while I wait for this to load and us to get started, I'm just gonna run a quick ad break just so people coming in don't get any ads or anything. So if you're watching on Twitch and you don't have a sub or anything, I'll see you in about a minute and a half while we get things set up. All right, so I'm good to go. Airgast. The decks you made, are they for standard or for wild? Actually, let me check quick. I want to see how much dust am I getting from this patch. Got a golden Grime Walker. Got a golden Jungle Gym. That's nice. And disenchant that. Oh, I got a golden Imprisoned Horror. That's 1600. It's so funny. I remember saying before that Ziliax was like such a safe craft, and it's already got nerfed twice. Not getting rid of Reno, not getting rid of Ziliax. I'll probably disenchant Boom Boss. Wild. Okay, cool. Stormy should probably add chat to the left side. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about adding that permanently. Because when I was doing the patch notes, oops. Like when I was using this layout, I have the chat over on the left side, and I liked it a lot actually, especially because I'm on YouTube and Twitch, right? So it's cool having the chats combined. So yeah, I think for my next stream, I might have to look about putting the chat over here. All right. I'll do warrior. And Ziliax is obviously still a very, very safe craft. It still fits into so many decks, so many different like combinations. And I'll be honest, this stream was the first time I ever used that chat widget, and I didn't really like. Obviously, you can't test it when you're offline, so I'm glad to see it worked out okay. Ooh. So basically, this deck, it's a black rock and roll deck. The only spell in the deck is black rock and roll, and then you're hoping to hit it with Steam Guardian. So the fact that I hit it right off the bat, very nice. Winter, I'd love for you to play my Death Knight deck. That's the one I'm most proud of by a long shot. Let me copy the deck code. I'm assuming this is a Death Knight deck for Value Town. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll have to permanently put the chat over here, so you guys can see what everyone else is saying on the other side of the ship. Okay, Winter, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll have to add it to my collection. Hey Bear, a little bit late for the review. Did you like the changes? Yeah, overall, honestly, I could have stopped reading the patch notes at the Reno change and I would have been over the moon. I'm very happy with that change. I'm very happy with the changes in general. I think they made a lot of good changes. The buffs, like, I think were a bit of a miss. I don't think the buffs are gonna make too many differences, but the nerfs I think were great for the most part. And I think I didn't have a chance to read all like the detail, like the notes, but I'm pretty sure they did say at some point that this is like the beginning, that they want to continue to try and maybe drop the power level a bit. They just want to see like how things shake up, so we'll have to see. Oh, I hit like the nuts on this game. But yeah, I made that overlay Oh, I almost added this card too. That's definitely a smart one. Screw it. I want these things to die anyways, right? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I made that overlay yesterday. I'll also use it for like my tier lists and stuff going forward. So I'm glad it worked out. I was pretty happy with it. Looks a little more professional. We're slowly cleaning things up around here. No, my buffs. Although for what it's worth, I pretty much put a form of silence in every single deck because in case someone pulled off something like really busted, that you just had nothing to deal with it. This is a nice top deck. I'm not gonna kill that yet. That was chill. I will say my Warlock deck was basically built around like the different eggs and stuff. Winter, him wasting silence on that was kind of great for you. That's true.
As you can see, my client is...
That one's a little annoying. It's 11 armor, but if you can see on the deck tracker, I have a couple very juicy targets. Hey, this one's for you, Winter. Trade here. So unfortunately, this doesn't really work the way you think it might. It's not going to respawn as a 7/6. It'll respawn as a 3/2. Still cool, though. It's still a sticky minion. Bear, I mostly dislike the buff for Highlander cards because Brand is now uncounterable. Yeah, I talked about it during the patch notes, but I think that's one reason they nerfed the 10 mana mage spell was to nerf Tendril Warrior. Because the fact that Brand is just going to go off 100% of the time now, I think Tendril Warrior would have been too strong. Oh, there he is, guys. But yeah, I think Tendril Warrior would have been too strong. So yeah, I think that they need to do that to get ahead of that. I wish this got hit with Black Rock and Roll. Take the silence to be safe? Nah. Take the fun card.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Winter, yeah, it sucks that this doesn't work how, like, because it's funny. I've talked about it before how Magic the Gathering, the cards in Magic, they're very wordy, but it's because they want to be very specific as to how they work, right? Like, this card in Magic would work exactly the way you think it does. Yeah. I put this in the deck to possibly, like, if someone made some giant thing like I'm doing, I could just punch them in the face with it. I missed this card. Again, this is going to summon as an 8/8, not a 17/17, but still incredibly sticky. Oh, okay. Wait, what did he hit with that? Oh, holy shit. We're gonna like get into a stalemate here. Kill this. Just chill. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is extremely wordy. You have to regularly scroll down to read the rest of the card. I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! But I have heard that. I have, and I've seen, like, obviously I've seen screenshots of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards before. And yeah, they are incredibly wordy from what I've seen. Stormy, you still have Dirty Rat, though. That is true. I think Dirty Ratting out Brand will be more important than ever because you can't, like, there's no play counter to it, right? Also, Bear, I'm really happy for the wild changes. Honestly, the wild changes really surprised me. I did not think, like, Open the Waygate has existed in its current state for years now. So I did not think they would ever change it. But I'm very happy they did, because it's a very degenerate deck. Like, Open the Waygate with the nerf can still win mages the game. It's still going to be very strong, but it won't just be like an auto win, regardless of like the board state or the hand state.
So many choices.
So how do we clear this? This has one. Oh, they both. I'm gonna need that silence.
The brave buys you no the brave buys you no rest.
I guess the goal will be to like stack them all into one and then silence it if possible. Stormy, it's also different in Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, because they are primarily physical games. They don't have to just work how they are supposed to automatically. Players have to figure out how they work. That's true. Oh my god. this just Winter, yes, playing for fatigue, it seems. Build up some armor. I actually want to leave 2 board spaces because when this dies, it's going to summon 2 copies. So I don't want to go more than 5 minions on the board. You go here. That is 3, 0. These are all 0, right?
I gotta move.
We'll kill the normie. Actually, I can do this. It kills them. Alright, silence is going to be key here. I basically need to get it down to like 1 minion if possible and silence it. Oh, no, that's even worse than silence. Oh shit. I did not see that coming. Yeah, whatever I play, he just attacks into it now, right? I have no hard removal in this deck. It's just minions. Actually, 2 hits from this would kill it. It's a little shitty that he's gonna get to be able to play Rattlegore next turn, though. Yeah, I have to kill this, or else I literally can't do anything.
Unstoppable!
If I play this, it heals me for 6, right? And I get to discover.
This place is scary.
Alright, next turn. If he heals this game's just over, I think. I guess I could silence it, maybe. I got 9 cards left. Rattlegore is 9. Yeah, if he spends his whole turn playing Rattlegore, it's not the worst. And if he doesn't play it, I can get it back next turn. Just don't heal this. What do you got?
This place is scary.
Oh, okay, no Rattle Gore. That's good.
Time goes short.
I should have put Lorthamar in the deck. It's funny I didn't put it in the deck. Oh, this is a taunt though. Shit. I was like, why do you play that shitter? And I can't attack it now. All right. So next turn, I hero power that to kill it. Swing and kill that. No taunt? Okay. I guess he has 9 cards. He didn't want to overdraw. All right. Get this off the board. Still not looking great though. I played this. You played 2 silences already, which is good. Yeah, I'll do that. This is essentially like 3 bodies, right? I should have put Badlands Brawler in this deck too. Now that I think about it. Actually, Brawl wouldn't have helped this situation, really. I can't believe he stole the Rattle Gore. And I had the Rattle Gore double buff to spawn 2 copies. The good news is Druid doesn't really have like hard removal, right? So if I drop bot face, does he have like any way to easily deal with this? Wow. Winter, you can only win if you believe in the heart of the cards. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Time goes short.
So we know 1 silence is on the bottom. I definitely want to silence that. Okay.
Inside voices.
I'm gonna play this. Actually, no, I'm not gaining armor here. Doesn't matter. This is a bigger minion.
Let's warm you up.
Oh yeah, Stormy Yogg would have been good in this deck. Alright, so next turn I play bot face and hope he doesn't have like card removal. And I get super lucky on the minis. This whole deck was like hinging on Rattle Gore and me making multiple Rattle Gores.
Magic detected.
Okay. Alright, that's kind of good at least. He's got, what, 25 damage on board. Might trade everything into bot face. Please, no hard removal. What's the 1 mana Druid spell that's like destroy a minion your opponent draws 2? I hope he doesn't have that. It's happening! Kind of a bummer I can only get 6, but what do we get? Deal 4 damage. Spell damage doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Ooh, Mechtherodon? Actually, no, because it has to be a demon for your class, right? I don't think we got this, guys.
I'm the perfect toy for you.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine if I somehow got like double Mechtherodon? Oh, we'll lock him out with the stealth minion, guys. Wait, which one has 2? Alright, I don't think it matters. We'll kill the normie one. Is this frightened flunky gonna save us the game? It's kind of funny. I was talking earlier during patch notes about how like I want to try bot face out with the buffs. I feel like that confirmed there that bot face sucks. I got 3 triggers off it. They're all trash. Oh, Inventor Boom and Zilix would have been good. That's true. Quick, someone else make that deck.
My back's against the wall.
All right, frightened flunky. Save us. Wow, more stealth. We win, guys. We just lock them out. Well, that was a very good card for this. All right. I believe you said you had 2 decks, so I'll play my other one. You can play your other one. Stealing that Rattlegore though, man. This one. Because especially once that Rattlegore died, it was going to spawn 2 more. Like, it would have been so insanely sticky. Priest. Actually, I made a standard deck for this with Priest. That's the one I haven't played yet. So this deck, I have all like the different eggs. Yeah, I have all the different eggs. Bowel egg, Nerubian egg, Serpent egg, Bucket of Soldiers, Devilsaur egg, Dreadsteed. And yeah, got Cube, got Ravenous Kraken. Oh, I also have Infectious Ghoul in this deck. So let's see how this one goes. I think it was you, Stormy, who mentioned how old Dreadsteed would have been ridiculous in this mode. Alright, which one am I killing? Technically, this is more stats, right? What do you forge? Creation Protocol, probably?
The Tauren constellation
Oh,
is extra bright.
I use this card in my priest deck, too. Armor's chill. Imagine if this is Purify Priest. Yeah, this is the Unicorn Priest deck they've been talking about for 8 years now. We finally found it, guys. Oh, Gurubashi Berserker, holy shit.
To the lab.
Like, I want to wait to play this until I can, like, kill it right away. To, like, combo it, just in case he has some more silences. Because we know Priest, they also have, like, Shard of Naru, which I bet he has. Also, that Druid Silence he played last game, that he probably has 2 of those in the deck, too. So we need to maximize this as much as possible. Maybe like turn 7, All Infectious Ghoul, Devourer of Souls, And then there's something on the board. A chaotic consumption. Actually, maybe I do this to guarantee I have some stuff on the board. Yeah, Gurubashi Berserker is like one of those like random cards. They did a pass at some point where they like buffed a ton of cards, and so many of them just flew under the radar because like they're still not played. So like every once in a blue moon, I'll see someone play a card in Wild that was buffed at some point, and I just totally missed the memo. What are these? Oh, I guess it's this guy probably. Okay, that's sticky. Just chill, I guess.
Brilliant.
I should put like Rivendare in this deck, maybe.
Change your mind.
Oh, this is the perfect counter. I think I still do the play I talked about. Actually, I shouldn't be traded. I should have maybe chaotic consumption that and traded to trigger this. But I guess it was a 50-50 where that death rattle went. But I guess they both have a death rattle, which is good.
Change your mind.
Oh my god, I forgot he had that. Alright. Alright. We're gonna win with a bunch of Zilliaxes. Stormy, it's Jover. Yeah. I still have one more ghoul. These are my win conditions, not your win conditions.
The perfect hiding spot.
Maybe hold this for next turn, see what I get. I feel like if I Infectious Ghoul into Cube, it's gonna get entombed or something, but I feel like I have to do it. Whatever, 6 damage or 8 damage.
The Tauren constellation is extra bright.
Actually, I could Infectious Ghoul, Serpent Egg, Chaotic Consumption that. Where's my Dreadsteed at? 5, 6. Nope, don't want that card.
Back to the lab.
Alright, please don't steal this.
You will regret this. Let me change your mind.
Cabal Shadow Priest MVP. Alright. Give me something good, please. All right, does he have another like board wiper steal effect?
Well played.
Shard of the Naru. What is this? Oh, just a...
Potential.
Well,
Cleansed of evil.
I lost that Dread Steed too. Oh, never mind. I forgot it spawns at the end. Jump onto this, please, please, please. Hitting doesn't even make a difference, right? This was like the no fun allowed game.
Well played.
Man, I just got shit on those two games. I can like take a shower now. What I'm gonna do, good games though, air gas. Those are some cool decks. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a quick 1 or 2 minute break, get a drink, and whoever wants to play next, if you want to play some more, I do have one more standard deck to play. So if you have a standard decks you want to play, yeah, let me know. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, or not 5 minutes, like 1 minute or 2 minutes. All right. Winter you play. Oh yeah, let me add that deck. I did copy it. I think I need to erase the hashtags, I think. Yep. All right, Stormy. Let's try this deck out against you. It was cool, man. The one Death Knight card you played with the Divine Shield Reborn, that was a super smart sticky card.
The Lich
I actually like the Reborn location too.
versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The past.
Oh, this is a cool inclusion. I'll have to fool around with this card at some point. I almost want to keep it in my opening hand to see it go off. Yeah, Nesting Golem was cool as like a little like junior
Job's done.
what's it called? Rattlegore. Alright, attack your face while we can. Yeah, this card looks weird. Like I said, it's the first time I think I've seen it since they changed the elusive keyword. It just looks off to me. Alright, we'll keep pinging each other for one. Also, yeah, because I missed my stream yesterday, I'm either going to stream... Is this no Minion Mage? Alright, interesting choice. We'll see how it works out. It's actually a decent hit. But yeah, so because I missed my stream yesterday, I'm either going to stream tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not totally sure yet. I just play standard to see how all the balance changes are shaking out. Alright, it's a nice thing to hit. Like basically hero power, hit. Because it'd be nice if it's still alive next turn to cracking it. Sorry, Winter. Imagine if what was a 4/4? Ooh, perfect. I could hero power Death Growl and trade. Should I, or should I save it? Although next turn, if this is still alive, probably won't be. Actually, no, she'll probably trade hero power. Actually, if I trade, because I was thinking I could play Lena and then Death Growl it. Let's try to do that. I forget, what, does anyone know like roughly when the new mini set is supposed to come out? Because isn't it like 2 months after the expansion? And the expansion came out, what, mid-March? Mid-May, I think? The new one will come out? Okay, okay.
You left what's loose in the shop?
So we'll get some one costs. Maybe I should have saved this for like a bigger play. Oh, I didn't realize they would spawn that way. I thought they would spawn to the right. Yeah, I don't trade. I played this on this, thinking it would spread to this and whatever spawned on the right. That kind of sucks. Hey, surprise Jade display. Never mind. It was worth playing that for the 1 mana spell. All right, got some sticky boys. Like, what is it right now? What's the date? I have stuff blocking all the... Was it April 25th today? I feel like, yeah, then a week or two, they'll probably start teasing the mini set. I want to kill more. This guy, Probably this guy. He's gonna stick around a while. I should have played this first. I should play that too. I'm just like, I'm acting, I'm not thinking. Whatever. Better late than never. I'm just like acting on impulse here. Wow. Do I have the worst luck today? What is going on here? Oh, they went in my deck though. Okay, that's not that bad. That was a pretty nice payoff for him. Oh, Jade display. Ooh, reborn in the Jade display. I could reborn the Hollow Hound next turn. Hollow Hounds.
Rule is eternal.
Anti-magic shell reborn. Or do I grave strength here? Just clear?
Your king.
Oh, getting two of these is rough. Yeah, I think I need to clear.
In my name.
Try and get rid of these last. Oh, that was dirty.
Amazing.
I might just be dead here. Winter, yeah. Oh, Apollo. Oh, a green card. That's literally my brain right now. All right, at least Hollow Hound, Anti-Magic Shell, Reborn. Be a decent amount of healing. If I'm not dead here. Another one of these. He's got 14 damage, 15 with hero power. All right. Oh no! Hollow Hound doesn't die now. I should have attacked. See here, it's just I see green card, I play green card. I should have attacked first. I should have reborned it, attacked first, and then played the anti-magic shell. Not thinking. Oh, at least he has to trade though. I did forget about that, so I'm not just dead. And I didn't reborn it. Again, like I just got like flustered and oh no, not like this. All right, redo, roll back the clock. Man, I take like one day off streaming and I come back an imbecile apparently. We're doing another one. That one doesn't count. Also, Winter, you're playing this deck so differently from how I imagined. I'm all here for it. Hey, I'm glad to hear.
Versus Nemzi.
We're on different wavelengths today, I guess.
Darkness comes on cold.
All right, serious mode now, guys. No more misplays. That's full mulligan. It only took us 2.5 hours, but no more misplays. Shake the rust off. Play this on 2, maybe coin this out on 3. Give me all the corpses. So typically we want a Death Growl and Yelling Yodeler. Probably the Ravenous Kraken. After we eat Ghoul Ghoul or Nesting Golem is my guess. Let's build up guys on the board, I guess. Save the coin. No, like, coining this out isn't that big right now.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Oh yeah, I remember last time I played against you, and I played Grey Burrow, and you got the holy spell to wipe the board.
To battle!
I don't really want to kill two of them. Let's do that for now. Yeah, I have this little writing tablet on my my desk for notes and stuff, and oh, it's just not going to show up. I wrote, not really showing. I wrote "must trade" down on it. I have it in front of me so I don't forget. All right, that's a big boy. I'm most surprised this deck doesn't have the poisonous guy, the one who got nerfed today. At least this is a big thing, but it has to trade into my little shitters, so that's good. That's gonna die anyways. Chill there.
The whispers. I can't resist.
It's like I'm getting like deja vu to the last game we played. Ah, I wonder what that is. Okay, that's a nice hit.
Break a leg!
So do this.
It's boogie time!
If I give this Reborn, won't the Reborn version just not spawn anything? Or am I getting that interaction wrong? It doesn't work. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it did. So what do I want to Reborn here? Nomelia would probably be really good. Hollow Hound. Nesting Golem. I'll save it, I think. This is probably going to die, but if it doesn't, Yelling Yodeler will be sweet on it. That spawns another, right? Okay. I guess we got lots of stickiness. Okay. At least you're never going to refresh that.
They'll defeat an undead king.
Oh yeah, this is a Reno deck, right? Because the last time they got Raystraza, they bounced it, and then Raystraza worked. All right, let's draw some cards.
One more death can't hurt.
Break a leg! Break a leg! It's boogie time!
Okay, we need some big death rattle play. Oh yeah, they have Sargeras in hand. So might as well trade. I'm not gonna do this because it won't work. Hey Roshan, I'm glad Highlander decks in general got a huge buff to counter those plague tryhards. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of my streams you've seen, but I hate plagues with like a burning passion. So I'm very happy with the Reno changes for sure. And not just Reno, but like all the Highlander cards, right? Like Bran, Dr. Holiday, you know. My next stream, I'll probably just be playing Highlander decks to celebrate. Okay, I don't want to pop off with this until he plays Sargeras. What if I try to bait out Sargeras?
My rule is eternal.
So I don't get one of these. Okay, so kill you. Oh, the Divine Shield's a little rough here.
Break a leg.
I think I'm gonna do this. Again, just try and bait out Sargeras. Highlander Priest is still hella fun though. Or Highlander Thief if you want to try. Yeah, like I said, next stream is probably just gonna be like a Highlander stream just to celebrate. Did I miss 2 damage? We still have one more nesting golem, right?
Shout it from the mountaintop.
At least the taunt buff, like technically the taunt does nothing, but so it's just the health buff.
This is only the beginning.
Oh. Okay. Army of the Dead anti-magic shell next turn. Clears board. Oh, they do have Reno too. They're a Highlander deck.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh man. I don't know if we got this, guys.
And serve your king.
Yeah, I don't think. What do we got? Actually, who knows? Lena. Ooh, Lena into Grave Strength will be huge. Because it'll buff, I think. Will it spawn the things first? I think it does, because when I used Lena with Death Growl before, it spawned the things, then it triggered. So that would work. Alright, let's draw cards. Oh, Lena anti-magic shell? That's cool.
The citadel stands strong.
Do I have anti-magic shell left? I do. Sure. I need some cards. Roshan, perfect timing choice for stream. Wake up early morning, can see your stream ready. Oh, nice. Where are you located if it's the morning for you right now?
The citadel stands strong.
Amelia's nice. It's a double portal.
I ain't talking.
No. Oh, I just realized one downside to the Reno nerf is you can't dirty rat into Reno anymore. Wish that was always a nice combo. Oh, how do I burn? If I burn Lena, I'll be bummed. 1 and 4. Alright. I feel like if I Scourge, they're gonna Reno. So I should just bait it out, I guess, so then I can have Lena as a follow-up. Oh, I got something with a rush. 2 things with a rush. Oh, these being spread out is annoying. Southeast Asia, oh nice. It's 8:45 currently, wow. It's crazy, I'm gonna go to bed in a few hours and just waking up. I've said it before, but it always blows my mind how many people tune in that are from other continents. Like when I started streaming, I always just assumed it'd be people like in North America watching, right? And I have a lot of people from Europe and Asia and other countries, so it's cool. So no Reno, which I was either Reno's not in hands or because that was definitely a Reno turn there. All right, there's Lena. Oh, I forgot it has cleave. I probably could have done some smarter trade there.
Break a leg.
I'm off my game today, guys. I don't know what's going on. Finally killed Sargeras.
It's boogie time.
This train stops for no one.
Okay, okay. Ooh.
This is only the beginning.
Oh, it still counts as his portal too. Shit.
I'm low on cards.
Alright, Reno turn. Is my opponent playing Highlander Excavate? Yeah, they're playing some kind of Highlander card. Oh, man. Someone else picked the Ignis weapon with the cleave against me today, and it's so strong in this format.
Bow before the onslaught of the Legion.
Alright, probably Lena now. So you go there. Clear up a board space.
What's loose in the shop?
Either Reno's in the bottom of their deck or they've just been holding it for so long. Have I won a single game today? I feel like I'm just losing everything. Oh, yeah, it was a new Sargeras. Oh. Well, today's not my day, man.
Testament to
Anyone else watching who hasn't played yet that wants to play? Yeah, good games. Luck is not on my side today. Yeah, Winter, zero misplays. I never misplay. I'm not legend because I choose not to be legend. That's why. Roshan, I don't know if you have a deck made for this or not, or if you want to play, but if you don't, you can always borrow one of my decks. Let me refund some of the cards while we wait. I'm going to run another quick ad. In the meantime, if anyone else wants to play, go ahead and join the Discord. Either you can borrow my decks. If you're on a different server, I can go to you. You can come to me. But yeah, go ahead and join the Discord. I have my username there. You can go ahead and add me. And in the meantime, I'm just going to disenchant some extra cards and run a quick ad on Twitch. Winter, you might be stuck in an ad right now, but yeah, if you can hear me, you can for sure. If you want to switch to NA, you could play one of my decks. Got a gold one of these. That's nice. Ooh, I got 4 extra of these. Was that 800 dust so far? Air gas, you need to be a scummy priest. Yeah, I think I made a priest deck. I haven't. That's the one deck I haven't played yet, though. So what was this? Another 800, 1600 dust, 1800 dust. Yep, get rid of that. If I ever need it again, I can craft it. No extras there. Ooh, that's a big one. Roshan, here, I can send it to you. I'll message you on Discord. I have it posted in the over there, but I'll just message you. But yeah, that was a big one. Getting gold in one of these. Oh, you still heard me. Okay. Sorry. I was a little confused by your message, I guess. I'm gonna disenchant this other one. Might as well. Normally I don't disenchant like the rares and commons because who cares, it's not that much dust, but if it's an epic and I don't see myself playing it, I'll just disenchant it. Like this, I'll still end up playing. I don't really care about that Pain Lock deck, so disenchant that. Trial by Fire, I'll probably still play. Boom Boss, get out of here. Roshan, I got your friend request. What else do we got? Yeah, I'll keep all these. Look at that! I was dust poor. What I gained, like 7,000 dust from that. I can build some more stuff for you guys now. Oh, Stormy, you were holding Reno. I figured either you were waiting for like until you absolutely needed to play Reno, or it was just in the bottom of your deck. I wasn't sure. Which deck are you picking? Just so I don't pick the same one. Also, we'll play this. I'm gonna play this one game, Roshan, and then we'll play. Yeah, Roshan. So you can actually, when we play, so. Here, I'll play the priest deck just because I haven't got to play the priest deck yet. And then you could play one of the other decks if you want. But yeah, Roshan, basically, when we play, you can borrow my decks. So even though you don't have any cards or many cards on this account, you can just play one of my decks if you want. Or you could play your own, it's up to you. But basically the rule is that you have, if your opponent has minions on the board, you have to trade into them before you can attack their face.
Anduin
So you're basically
versus
forced to
the
trade.
Lich King.
Darkness comes on cold winds.
Protect the Alliance.
Yeah, basically I built this deck around Floppy Hydra and Student of the Stars. So both of them shuffled back into the deck with buffs. Like a Pendant to grab it, Power Chord to copy it, Creation to get them. Spellstone maybe revive some. What minions do I have besides that I can hit? Let's see what we get. Yeah. Take the Hydra. I like the Hydra. Hydra, it's like kind of similar to what do you call it? The Jade display, right? It's a little annoying that trades cleanly, but whatever. I want this to die anyways. Actually, I probably should have played that, but whatever, guys. It's not a misplay. It's just I'm giving him a chance. Man, whoever it was that had oh, I forget the name of the card. The 6-mana card that steals a minion with 2 or less attack. That was like so smart. Oh, I thought I drew the buffed one. So technically, like, this is essentially doubling the first time. So the first death, these are basically the same, but every death after that, this one is actually better. Alright. Oh, like Cabal Shadow Priest, is that it? Yeah. That was very, very... like, of course, I was playing an Egg Warlock deck in that game. Yeah, these don't duplicate like the Jade display, but I think it's like, obviously it's better and worse in some ways, right? It's better in that it's buffing more each death, but it's worse in that it's not copying itself or anything. Just play 2 more floppy Hydras. Amanthul will be nice. It's like a pseudo silence. Fight over me will be nice.
One more day.
Get my own nesting golem. This will probably be like emergency removal if his board like gets really stupid or out of hand. But yeah, which with the balance changes from today in mind, what decks and what cards are you guys most excited about going forward? You think there's going to be some like breakout new decks, or what do you guys think? Okay, okay. Is this undead? It is.
The Tauran constellation is extra bright.
You're both #1 to me.
Aren't they fascinating?
Overdraw.
Back to the lab.
Hollow Hound, I'll take it. I think I take the Hydra. I think I want to ramp because those ramp harder, right? Those probably what I should prioritize.
My hand is full.
Stormy, I'm wondering if no minion mage can be a thing. I don't know with maybe with all the nerfs, but man, what did he burn? Okay. Based on my stream last week, or no, was it Monday where I played Spell Mage? I thought it was dreadful. I played for 4 hours, I think, and I had a 20% win rate. The problem with the deck is the no minion payoffs just aren't good enough. They're not good enough to balance out not having any minions. It's a cool idea. Like you said, Roshan, it's a really interesting archetype, but yeah, just like it doesn't have a way to close out games. It doesn't have a payoff. So who knows? I said during Monday stream that maybe with the mini set they'll add some more support for Spell Mage. Preferably if one of the legendaries in the mini set was like a finisher for Spell Mage, I think it could have a chance. But yeah, it doesn't seem good enough in my experience. Stormy, the draw one is insane. It's basically a pre-nerf Skull of Gul'dan. You know, funny enough, I ended up cutting that card from my deck simply because it was too much draw. There was tons of games where it just sat in my hand because like drawing 3 is a lot, especially for mage sometimes where some of their spells are generating more spells. There was a lot of times, yeah, I just couldn't play it. Like if it was a draw 2, like, I don't know, the difference between draw 2 and draw 3 I think is really big. And I ended up cutting it just because I couldn't play it a bunch of times. Also, I want to try Reno Shaman to see if it's any good. I do hope Reno Shaman's better because I've been really... Oh god, am I dead here? I've really been like growing on Shaman in general, so I do hope Reno Shaman gets a little better. Am I dead? Wow. Grave strength is crazy sometimes. If I wasn't dead there, I would have stuffed them into a box. All right, good games. What was it? Roshan? Let me go ahead and invite you. Roshan, you're free to play Legend on this account? Is that right? Let's do Wild. A good game though, Winter. Yeah, Grave Strength. I guess I shouldn't have let you build up such a big board. So yeah, basically Roshan, if you click to borrow decks at the bottom, or you can play your own deck, it's up to you. But if you want, you can borrow a deck and you can play one of my 5 decks. Airgas. Oh, it was you. Yeah, it was you, Airgas, who was running the Cabal Shadow Priest. You're also running Pint-Sized Potion. Oh man, it's funny. Like I picked like the worst possible deck to play against you that game too. Yeah, we can play standard. I'll pick a standard deck, Roshan. So, I'll go this one again. I haven't played this one yet. So this is a standard deck. So yeah, you could pick a standard deck even though it's wild. Nope, it's not letting me chat with them. Stormy, yeah, I cut the draw 2 instead and didn't focus as much on different spell schools. Yeah, I think if I was to go back to Spell Mage, now that that card's been buffed, I would probably do the same thing. I'd probably cut the draw 2 and then put that card instead. And yeah, like you said, maybe adjust the deck a bit to compensate. Like I said, I don't think the Spell Mage is a terrible deck. The archetype is there and the idea is there. It just has trouble closing out games. That's the problem. But it had trouble closing out games in the previously like obscene meta, right? Where the decks had so many strong win conditions. So maybe with all these nerfs, maybe it'll be more competitive. Oh, that's kind of nice if you can just not... Oh, I have to kill that though. Because if that stays alive, that'll be very annoying. And Stormer, you're free to play too. Nice. I'll be honest, I don't put too much money into the game. One day I'll have to go and like add up all my purchases. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't think I've spent that much in the game, to be honest. Like, I would say I've been playing 10 years since beta. Over the course of the 10 years, I feel like less than 500. Which isn't bad. 50 bucks a year. Actually, it might even be less than that. If I think about that, 50 bucks a year. I feel like a lot of years I've spent $0 to $25 on Hearthstone. So I don't know. I'll have to go add it up one day. I want to save this for when the Jade Idols die.
These are due back tomorrow.
That, I also need the Jade Idols to die. I'm actually going to do this. Yes, Stormy, let me see. I think the deck, the library here, I can show it in game, I guess. After this game, I'll show you guys. There's some legendaries that I came across that would be really, really strong that I just didn't have. Do I buy the pre-orders? So this expansion, Whizbang's Workshop, was the first time I ever pre-ordered an expansion ever in 10 years. And I only pre-ordered it because of streaming, because I wanted to make sure I had like enough cards to like play various decks and stuff. So if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have pre-ordered it still. So I've never pre-ordered any other set. I've also never bought the Tavern Pass once, ever. Pass. So yeah, generally, like I said, I don't pre-order, I don't buy Tavern Passes. Sometimes when the store has those bundles with like 20 packs and 2 legendaries, I'll buy that every once in a while because it's pretty good bang for your buck. But other than that, I don't spend too much money on the game, like historically even. It's not like I wailed a bunch the first couple of years and like cut myself off. I've just been playing a long time, right? So all like the gold and the dust and everything just accumulates over time. Stormy, the last thing I bought was probably the Old Gods pre-order. Wow. Yeah, that was... I'll consider you free to play. That was so long ago. Let's do this first. Discover a spell that didn't start in your deck. When did this card come out? Oh, yeah, we're playing Wild, right? So it's... I still don't know what this card is. I've never seen this card in my life, but we're playing Wild, so the Discoverers are technically...
What if...
I'll go with that.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
What about you, Winter? Are you free to play? Are you a whale? Are you somewhere in between? Free? Nice. Wow. I'm surprised how many of you guys are free to play or like very close to free to play.
Molded in my
Rosh says, I created this account last expansion because they're more generous with giving newbies decks before this expansion. Yeah, they've really improved like the new player experience. Like they're pretty generous. You know, they give you all those loner decks and you get to keep one. Yeah, I think it's like very easy for new players to start playing right now with how much and then like they have the catch-up packs too, which give you a shit ton of cards. All right, Jade. We have 6. We have 6 in the deck. Come on, man. I take the silences. Should I save the silence for something more important? Probably should.
You never knew you wanted.
Sure. Okay, at least I get... I definitely took a 1-cost card there. Us poor college students don't have the money to throw away for that. Yeah, fair, fair.
I can do.
Books are definitely more important than fake digital cards.
my rage is not found in my
Ketchup
side.
packs are delicious. I'm waiting for those relish packets though.
Blink
Disenchanted
together,
Arena, wow. There's some, so generally I say, you know, if a legendary gets nerfed to just disenchant it, because worst, like best case scenario, it's not played anymore and you gain 1600 dust, and then worst case scenario, you just craft a card again and you're out nothing. But there's certain legendaries like Reno, Ziliax, I know I'm going to continue playing those cards regardless, right? So I didn't disenchant those, but I did disenchant like Boom Boss, Zarimi, some other cards. But yeah, if you need the dust, for sure, go for it. All right.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Let's hope no silence. I'm not going to kill that. Stormy, you disenchanted Wheel. Oh, there's another example where I... Actually, Wheel is probably smart to disenchant because Wheel got multiple nerfs, and I feel pretty confident saying that like it's not going to be a good deck going forward. It's going to be what I originally thought. It's going to be like a meme deck where, you know, you'll pull it off sometimes, but it's not going to be consistent. So Wheel is probably a very safe disenchant, and like probably won't be crafted again if I had to guess. I'm going to leave it just because like I think it's a fun card. I'll probably end up playing it here and there still, but I don't think it'll be competitive. But yeah, I guess another thing too, if you guys have any ideas for like fun deck restrictions or game restrictions like this for future streams, go ahead and suggest them. Because I very much plan on doing more streams like this with you guys. I think it's really fun. And if we can play with, like, play in ways you can't play. I don't think he knows the rule. That's okay.
Let's see.
Inside voices, please.
So this one got the Gray Burrow, right?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
That's not that bad. Can I hit a Jade Idol? Or, I keep saying Jade Idol. Jade Display.
Those were priceless. Time goes short.
Winter, I'll be playing Dragon Priest this week and then deleting it. Wait, also what I do is I play the cards that get nerfed whenever they're actually nerfed so that I can disenchant them after, and I've gotten the variety experience. Oh, fair. If it's like a card you've never really experienced or played before, yeah, it's a good time. Or if it, like say it's a card that gets nerfed and you don't have, right? You can craft it, play around with it, and then disenchant it, and you're out
I
nothing.
didn't intentionally pursue leadership, but I find it quite suits me.
But yeah, Warlock beat so one Wheel of Death. Okay, Grey Burrow. Aw.
You're barking up the
Aw. No more Grey Burrow Dream. But yeah, so Wheel of Death takes one less turn to win. That's nerf number 1. 2 is you can't put Reno in Wheel of Death anymore, which is a huge nerf because that was essentially 2 turns it bought you, right? Wow, surprised you didn't do that. A little annoying though. I can't kill Grey Burrow.
What if...
You're both number 1 to me.
I should have done this first. Whatever. Lost 1 armor. Rush, forgot the rule. No worries, man. It happens. I wrote a note right in front of my face on my desk, so I didn't forget.
Inside voices, please.
Out of my
I think Roshan might have been giving me a chance since he forgot the rules and made a mistake. But yeah, after this game, I'll show you guys some of the legendaries that I think would have been crazy in this format, but I just didn't have the dust for. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, shit. Alright, I guess you don't get the Jade display. Oh, that's funny. Based on the history here, the second spell was going to be Shield Block, but it didn't go off because the Yogg was gone. That's funny. Oh, wait, how did I get Yogg?
What if...
Oh, it went off for me. That's... Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, so... Okay, so Yogg got shuffled into the deck, and then the Shield Block counted for me, and then I drew the card from Shield Block. That's how I got Yogg. Oh, wow. That's funny. That's a cool interaction. What are the odds, too, that it triggered and I drew it himself right away? Wow, that's cool. Let's go with the fun one. Oh, nice. Yeah, Yogg switch sides. Stormy. Oh, nice. Stormy. I kind of want to craft Exodia Paladin and Wild, but I don't know if I can justify the dust for a Wild deck. It was a fun deck. I could see myself going back and playing that again at some point. It was very consistent. It surprised me. I think I should have the win rate here still. Yeah, I went 13-2. I had an 87% win rate. I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row before I stopped. It was a very consistent and strong deck. It was fun. It felt like it was one of those decks where it's like a puzzle, you know? I don't want to overdraw here, so let's do this.
This'll be good.
Oh, I forgot about the miniature eyes. I still overdraw. God damn it. But what was I saying? Exodia Paladin, yeah. So very, very cool, consistent, strong deck. Wow. What is this? Okay. Also, I really like the decks like Exodia Paladin because, like I said, it was like a puzzle, right? I think it's really cool, like having a combo deck like that where it's not just like super, like you're not just like playing cards, right? You had to like think multiple turns ahead and like plan out kind of your next few turns. It was a cool deck. Actually, should I do this for spell damage? Just in case the Tendril gets a spell. A. Hey. Oh, it's based on their cost, right? Aw, so these only get +1. Oh, the value.
What do I do
That was a
with
great
all these
outcome.
cards?
Stormy, yeah, I like playing a stall version of Exodia and Yu-Gi-Oh! So I have to ask, because I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! So is Exodia like a legit card in Yu-Gi-Oh? Like I know it's a real card, but is it a card that's actually like competitive? Like were or are Exodia decks ever like a tier 2 deck? Like is it playable? Oh yeah, I forgot I have his Almond Thule. I forgot Psychic Scream went off. It's too bad this Elise isn't a little better. Kind of a shitty Highlander payoff. If a card isn't called Max C, then it's unviable in Yu-Gi-Oh! Should I Google Max C Yu-Gi-Oh? Says something about a card being banned. Oh man, the text on these cards.
Now, how about...
What is this? During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw a card. You can only use one maxi per turn. Is this the real art? It's literally like some college kid's dorm room. Alright, you need some card draw here. Oh, wait, Enar. One of Enar's abilities is to... Right? Draw cards to your hands full? And the Moonfire BM. That's the real art. Stormy, it's been brought to World sometimes. Wow. But it's usually more of a fringe deck. No one really plays the version I play, though, because they usually try to do... yeah, I was just talking to a friend the other day about, like, first turn kills in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a thing. Which, that just sounds miserable. It has its own archetype and stuff. I made a YouTube video about it actually a while ago. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, the whole like first turn kill aspect in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just doesn't seem fun to me. Ooh, it's a big boy.
Cleansed of evil.
That doesn't really do anything. That is cool though, like a combo with what do you call it? Black rock and roll. I'll probably take it, YOLO. It's fun. What class was this guy originally? Oh, he's priest, yeah.
You're both number one to me.
I'm so sure.
Stormy, I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was really young, so I don't like it. I don't like the game being over in 1 or 2 turns. Yeah, it just, I don't know. Like Magic, I guess depending on the format, there is some situations like that, but generally it's never been a thing. Winter first turn kill isn't just a thing, but I'd say that a good deck versus a bad deck will kill the bad deck on turn 1, going second around 95% of the time, and win turn 2 going first 100% of the time. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, they just sit there, they're just playing like solitaire, essentially, right? Hey, you goofed. You weren't supposed to attack me. You get a red card. You get fined. Time out, time out. Go straight to jail. Don't collect $200 at the go or whatever. Stormy, I need to learn. I need to play Magic. I love Magic. I've played it both physically and digitally. I prefer physically. There's just something feels different about like playing. I don't know if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Physical or not, but there's just something about like playing a card game physically. It just feels good, especially playing with friends and stuff. The format I usually play in Magic, it's called Commander, where typically you play in a 4-player game where it's a free-for-all. So, and it's just like super casual and fun, especially like I'll play with friends a lot. We'll have some drinks while we play, and yeah, it's very social. You know, like you'll make deals with people, you know, like, oh, like I won't attack you if you do X, and like stuff like that. There's like politics involved, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, let me bring up some of the cards that I thought would be really cool in this format, but I just didn't have. Let me look. Okay. Kangor. Yep. I thought this would be really cool. As long as you could, like, basically, if you say you had like a deck full of minions, as long as you kept things in your hand, this guy would just keep, you know, keep your board full, right? So I don't have him, but I think that would have been really fun. Anubarak. So Anubarak, the rogue Anubarak, was actually buffed. Now when it dies, it leaves behind a 4/4 that summons it back. So again, it's basically like an infinite loop unless you're able to like silence it or steal it or something like that. But I don't have that either. What else do we got here? There was a couple cards I didn't have. Death Warden. What's this? Oh, I was gonna have this as like a tech card where because, you know, say the infectious ghoul or like death or Rattlegore or other like minions that like had really good death rattles, I thought about adding this as like a tech card, like a pseudo silence, right? Like dropping this and then trading into the things to destroy them. But it's an epic and I don't have any, so, and I was up until 20 minutes ago I was dust poor, so I didn't add it, but that would have been a cool card to have. What else do we got? Oh, Korak. Yeah, you can kill it. I was thinking more like, say we were in like a stalemate, right? We both have like very sticky boards. I could drop this and trade into your guys and prevent death rattles from triggering. But like I said, don't have any. Korak was actually another, I think would have been a really cool card, which I don't have, surprisingly. Korak, basically it's a 4-mana 3/5. If it wasn't honorably killed, it gets resummoned. So, you know, you might be able to honorably kill it, but depending on the situation, right, it could be very sticky and just keep reviving. So that would have been cool, but again, I didn't have it. Splitting Fester Root, that's another card. Another epic. So this guy, just another very, very sticky minion. It's an 8 mana 4/4 that summons two 2/2s that each of them summons 2 1/1s. So it's a lot of bodies, a lot of stats. This, oh, it's a neutral card too. Looks like a druid card. But yeah, this would have been another cool card. So there was a bunch of cool cards that I thought would have fit into this format. I just didn't have the dust for. But some of you guys had some cool ideas, cool decks. It was fun. Like I said, if any of you guys have any similar ideas, you know, I've shown you guys before. Give me one sec. I've shown you guys before that I came up with a bunch of these custom anomalies before. Like these. Let me turn this off. Like maybe another week we could do one of these other ones. Like what else? Like this, say you can only play 1 card per turn, or maybe we'll switch it to you can only play 1 card per turn, 2 card per turn, something like that. Or like you can't use your hero power, or you have to use your hero power. Like stuff like that would be fun. Like I said, basically like restrictions that you couldn't do on ladder. They're just too tough. So if you guys have any ideas for any, go ahead, post them in the Discord or let me know. I'll definitely be doing some more streams like this. Stormy, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Physically in school with my siblings and stuff. Oh, nice. Like I said, there's just a different feeling about playing like a physical card game. Roshan, sadly here, less people play card games and card games and games like Valorant and Fortnite. But esport games are more dominant. Kangor gets tried out in standard a lot. Skeleton Knight. Did you mean Skeleton King? Or is there... Wait, maybe you meant Skeleton King? Which, man, this is an old card. I always forget this card exists. Yeah, Kangor would have been cool, though. Winter, I think deck building restrictions are fun. Yeah, me too. Like, my whole thing, right, is I like fun, unique decks with different, like, play styles and stuff like that. And there's so many, like, decks and combos I would want to play, but you just can't play in standard because you'll lose 90% of your games, right? So I think streams like this are an opportunity for us to play some fun decks and fun combos that you just can't play in standard. So, and once again, if you guys have any ideas, go ahead, send them to me, post them in the Discord, send me a DM, whatever. I'm down to do more streams like this. It was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, like you said, good ideas there. Yeah, all cards are 5 or less mana, or like some kind of mana restriction like that, for sure. Like the like it's limitless ideas. You know, there's so much different stuff we can do. But I think that will be it for me. I didn't realize I was at 3.5 hours already. But like I said, I think 99% chance I'll be streaming tomorrow. Basically make up for my stream yesterday or the lack of the stream yesterday. I'll probably just be playing standard. Maybe I'll do a whole Reno day as a big screw you to the Plague Death Knights, because we can actually play Reno decks now. But yeah, thanks to everyone that watched. Thanks to everyone that played with me. I honestly, these are some of my favorite streams, playing decks with you guys and like interacting with you guys some more. So once again, I know I've mentioned it a few times already, but if you have any ideas for future like restrictions or stream ideas like this, go ahead, let me know. Send it to me in the Discord, DM, whatever you want. Stormway, the only issue with restrictions like this is when you don't have all the cards to work with. Yeah, and that's one reason I made both standard and wild decks, because I understand obviously you could do some more crazy shit in wild, but I understand not everyone has wild cards, right? So I made multiple decks so we can either play standard if you had it, or if you wanted to borrow my decks, there's multiple options. But yeah, going forward, we can always like set restrictions, right, to like only do standard or who knows what. But yeah, we'll do more streams like this. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, more than likely. Probably play Reno decks. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great night. And yeah, see you tomorrow, hopefully.